Shit.
You just burp and cough at the same time.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you? How do you even manage to do that?
Frontal leakage.
There it is. I am so glad I accidentally hit
record.
the record.
No, you didn't.
I've been recording for 25 seconds. I accidentally hit the record button when I meant to hit the full screen button on my keyboard. And so, yeah, this is all staying. Hi, guys. Welcome to our 25 to 1. Top 100 songs ever. Hope you've been enjoying the list. I am dead serious now.
That's awesome.
Whatever.
You got frontal leakage in there?
Yes, I
the
did.
Frontal leakage.
Yeah, so, alright, this is part 4 of our series. If you've been watching, you know what this is. We are finally entering the top 25 to 1 songs. It's been a long journey, boys. But we're here. We've made it. Are you fellas ready?
Fellas.
One more. I got one thing to say.
You got one thing to say.
Cole.
What's good?
You can be the itsy bitsy spider on my water spout.
Somebody that picked gayest thing
Thank
you've
you.
ever said. Alright,
I'm proud of
Noah.
that.
Shoot it.
Pick us off.
Oh, yeah.
25.
All right. At number 25, we have the best Radiohead song, Reckoner. This is a pretty song here. Upsetting song. Rather, dark. The instrumental's very... Okay, dark lyrical content, but a very bright sounding instrumental. Rather pretty. Rather amazing. Rather peak Radiohead on their best album. Yeah. I know none of you agree with that. Yeah.
Alright. Reckoner, hey, it's a good. I like the song. I would not pick it, but I like the song. Alright, my number 25. This one's gonna be interesting. We have FML, Kanye West.
Oh, Lord.
Dude.
In my opinion,
This is the worst song on your list.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
It's
Here's
the
why.
worst song on your list.
Hear
It's
me
like
out,
a
boys.
5 out of 10.
No. This is, in my opinion, the best song on his second best album, called The Life of Pablo. This is probably his second best song he ever wrote. I think this has got one of the best hooks ever put on his album, ever put on his song. I really enjoy, one of the rare times where I actually really enjoy, I believe it's The Weeknd who sings on the hook.
Yeah.
One of the rare times I actually think he sounds really good. I think Kanye, I like the intro verse, I like the middle verse a lot. I really like that change of staccato flow he goes into, and I extremely like how it ends especially as well. I don't know, I've never really seen a reason why. I mean, this and St. Pablo are very, very close, don't get me wrong. I mean, as you can see on my list, it's only 5 away. I consider them both top tier songs by Kanye, and I don't really see why either one can. I mean, you can toss them up for best off the tee lot, but I give it to the FML just barely, but I do. All right, Cole, 25.
Well, it took 75 spots.
Oh, yes!
Oh no,
But
God.
we have a tie.
Oh my
Reckoner
God.
by Radiohead.
No, this is shit.
Owner!
This is a shit ranking.
Oh, you're so cool.
That's terrible.
This song has... It's almost very hard to describe the kind of mood that this song creates, but it kind of does feel like somebody dying and them just going to the afterlife.
Wow.
You know, it's got that kind of vibe to it. It's got like a bright eeriness to it. An uplifting eeriness, I think is the best way I could say it.
Uplifting
Yeah,
eeriness.
it's absolutely beautiful with some of the best lyrics that Radiohead ever wrote.
Hell yeah.
I like the song a lot, but I think this is way too high for both.
It's
of you.
also Tom York's best vocal performance of all time.
Yes.
I could see that. I could be swung to agree to that. All right, Noah.
I know, right when I said best Radiohead song, Cole's tent was pitched. Because because you knew where I was going with it. But at number 24, we have Marquee Moon.
Hey.
Wow, who really into that title track?
I really am. I wish I was into the rest of the album. I gave the album like an 8, and all of that 8 is just on this song. It has probably one of my favorite guitar. I don't know if I'd call it a riff, but favorite guitar licks of all time, I guess. Awesome vocal performance. The entire instrumental of this epic keeps you at the end of your seat. Couldn't find that phrase. But yeah, this is a banging tune right here from a pretty good album. Pretty good album.
What album is this?
It's the title track of that album by Television, Marquee Moon.
Never heard it. All right, fair enough.
Yes, I think you have heard it.
I am almost for sure I haven't.
I swear
I
it's
don't
in the
think
music
he's
top
heard-
50.
No, it's not.
Aw.
All right, my number 24 is by one of my favorite rock bands of all time.
Oh, I don't like where this is.
Oh,
Oh,
Thunderstruck.
Recently came
No.
into existence
it's,
as one of my favorite rock bands of all time.
call this right now.
Oh, you're calling it? Go ahead.
This is gonna be, well, it could be multiple things from this album, but I'm gonna go with Something in the Way.
Oh, stop.
Great guess, but it's actually the other one. It Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Oh, stop it.
The second best song off Nirvana's best album. Shut up, Cole.
Is it Nirvana's best album?
I have never once said that it wasn't Nirvana's best
You
album.
picked
Every
it. You picked
time.
In Utero as their best album.
No, I didn't. I said you can make an argument. I've said this every single
I
time.
don't even
I
think
said
you
you
can
could make an
I
argument.
don't even think.
I've never-
Anyway, we're not having this debate right now. Anyway, point is, I think "Smells Like Teen Spirit" is their second best song on their best album, and I personally think this is, for what I love about rock, what I've always loved about classic rock or just any rock in
Grunge.
general. Grunge. I mean, hell, this personifies grunge in a way, but this is the sound that comes off of the guitar, the vocals, and even the drums in the background and the bass, and then the solo on top of that. This is Kurt Cobain, not at his actual finest, but I think he's at his second best that he ever does. You could argue In Utero has a really good song
It's
on
the
it.
vocal melody.
Yeah, I know, it's great.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not a creative solo.
No, it's fantastic. You're wrong.
Oh.
Anyway,
It's definitely
What?
not a creative solo.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just mimicking the melody.
What I think about this song that is absolutely fantastic is how unbelievably hard it goes, paced well, and incredibly done with all the instrumentals together, and it's incredibly catchy. Sometimes that can be very hard to hit all those notes at the same time, but this song nails it. It's grunge rock personified, and I love it. Cole, 24.
My 24 is After the Flood by Talk Talk.
Ooh, how far ahead or behind was I? There, I'm at 49. God damn, okay.
Whack. There is a lot to be said about the atmosphere that this song creates, because it is such, it's not particularly loud. I mean, it's not really loud at all. The guitar solo is kind of loud, but it just creates this musical, I guess, hypnosis. You know, I mean, it's crazy pretentious, but it's accurate, so I don't really even give a fuck. It just creates such an incredible atmosphere, and then you top that with these incredibly mysterious but incredibly interesting lyrics from Mark Hollis. And then this one-note guitar solo that is just absolutely insane. And it's a song that's 9.5 minutes long, and I could listen to it for a half hour if it just kept going. I would not care. It is an absolutely beautiful song. Absolutely gorgeous in every way.
Okay. All right. I completely agree with everything you said. I just think that it not, to me, the genre is not as interesting as others that I put ahead of it. But I agree with everything you said about it, for sure. Noah, 23.
All right, at 23, we got some more Pink Floyd here. We got Comfortably Come.
Okay.
Comfortably Come.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make
Comfortably
sure.
Come.
I'm gonna put comfortably come.
Yeah, this is a banger here. It's a perfectly paced rock song. Good old vocal performance from Roger Waters into maybe the best. I don't know if I'd call it a hook. It's not a hook.
It's
Bridge.
a chorus. It has a chorus.
It's maybe the best chorus in Pink Floyd catalog.
It might be.
Maybe the best guitar solo in the Pink Floyd catalog.
That is a much bigger debate, but it's up there.
Yeah. And the song would probably be my top 10 if they let the second solo ride for another minute longer or so, but it fades out, which is kind of gay. Besides that, this is a boppin' 10 out of 10 tune.
Well, no one's gonna dispute that. It's fantastic. As a song, I just I don't know, something about Pink. There are better Pink Floyd songs, and there are. I think there are a few better Pink Floyd songs, but it is definitely top 5.
Yeah.
All right. So this one is speaking of Pink Floyd. This one's gonna hurt you boys. Probably the
Echoes.
second best. Yeah, Echo.
You're a fucking weirdo.
How did you know I was gonna? How?
This is gonna hurt you boys.
Oh yeah. Anyway, yes, Echoes, Pink Floyd. My God, they will say everything needed to say because both of these guys are gonna have this probably top 15, almost for sure, maybe even top 10. They'll say everything that needs to be said in terms of details, but my God, what a journey this song takes you on. For the record, I think you can listen both versions, live and studio, are definitely top 25 worthy. I'm putting the studio version because that's the one I believe is on Spotify. I don't think there's the live at where is it? The Coliseum?
Pompeii.
Is Pompeii on Spotify?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, anyway, it's still not breaking top 20 anyway. Still, both versions are absolutely fantastic. I think Pompeii is like maybe 0.2 better or something. It's a fantastically long. Is it even an epic? It's just a stupidly long song. I don't know what genre this specific song goes through because it goes through so many different progressions. It is kind of Pink Floyd. What?
You said it. Progressions.
Oh yeah.
Prague.
Prague. Yeah. Okay.
There's probably some psych, there's some jam stuff.
Yeah, this is just Pink Floyd absolutely going through everything they can go through, showing off in ways that many artists just simply can't and fail to do. Like I said, I'm not going to get too descriptive. These boys will definitely touch on it way better. It's fantastic and 100% deserves to be top 25 on anyone's list. Cool.
Yeah.
I know you guys will have in your top 10 probably.
My number 23 is going to be Shook Ones Part 2.
Oh, shit! I knew you were going to have it here. I thought you would have this top 20. You were so close. Where did I have mine? 57. Wow. Okay. Fair enough.
This is probably the greatest instrumental of any hip hop song ever made, with some of the best lyrics of all time as well.
I could hear that.
Amazing chemistry from
Not
Mobb
the
Deep.
lyrics. Keep going.
Amazing chemistry from Mobb Deep. Unbelievably catchy song. Love their, their charisma, I guess you could call it, on the song. But I mean, you can never say enough good things with the instrumental. It's just absurdly good. I mean, it is so smooth and catchy at the same time, and it never gets old.
I mean, that's one of the greatest intros in history of rap.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, the killer from the $100 bills. Banger. All right, Noah, 22.
All right. At number 22, we got some Beatles.
Ooh.
We got While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Wow.
Some of my songs that I had are finally getting placed on your guys' list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
I didn't think you liked it this much.
it is. It's a top 3 Beatles song.
Question: would this be equally placed where you have it if this was a favorites list? Higher or
Probably
lower?
not. It's probably a little lower.
Yeah. See that's the okay. Fair. So you're being objective about it. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. It's a.
Because
And it
I've heard
hurts
you
to put
say, I've heard you say that this is not like one of your favorite Beatles tracks of all.
No, but it's probably top 3.
Okay.
And it hurt to put it directly above Comfortably Numb. Comfortably Numb has better guitar solos, but I like everything else a little bit more. While My Guitar Only Weeps has better. I like the lyrics better. I like the vocal performance. I like the whole atmosphere it makes for itself. It is rather beautiful. Probably the most beautiful song in their catalog.
Ooh.
Up there.
It's definitely
But I'm going
top 3.
for beautiful, not
It's
best.
definitely top 3 beautiful, that's for sure. Fair enough. I will say this. I love that song. I don't remember where I had 38. I mean, not too far. Alright, my 22 is an absolute heater from Cole's band, Mr. Zeppelin. We have Achilles' Last Stand.
Woo!
I love this song. When I first heard it, I did not like this song, but it has ever since then grown exponentially on me. I know Cole will have this up there, so I won't take too much time on it, but this is just an epic of epics from Zeppelin. I mean, the drumming on this song, holy cannoli Batman. There are some fills in here that I don't even know how you can play that fast. Incredible drumming from Bonham on this. This might be his best song he ever did. Cole can probably confirm that or not.
It is.
Okay, there you go. This is probably, yeah, like I said, this is probably the best drummer's best song, so there you go. My God, amazing drumming. Guitar is doing everything Jimmy Page does great, and the lyrics to this song are really, and one thing I have to say about this song that I really like compared to other Zeppelin songs, Robert Plant is not moaning on this song. Big plus. Big plus. So shout out to that. Fantastically well done. 10 minutes of just pure fun rock. Yeah, cool.
What the hell do I have at 22? I have, that's what I have at 22. I have La Vie en Rose, specifically the Louis Armstrong version of La Vie en Rose. One of the most beautiful love songs ever written by human beings, with some of my favorite lyrics from any of the, probably, I mean, let's see, do I have any other love song? No, I think this is the greatest love song of all time, right here. Great singing by Louis Armstrong and absolutely beautiful trumpet playing with some amazing lyrics and a gorgeous melody to top it off.
Wow. I don't remember that song at all. That's crazy. I mean, I probably would like it, but I do not remember it at all. Alright, fair enough. Noah, 21.
Alright, at 21, we have probably the song with the second greatest usage of the wah pedal of all time. We got some Jimi Hendrix. We got some Voodoo Child, Slight Return. Okay. And it's probably the greatest opening riff in rock music history. That shit slaps indubitably. Awesome vocal performance. Probably the best Jimi Hendrix song. He's just ripping ass on that guitar. Showing why, people believed him to be the best guitarist who ever lived. And people still believe that. I will not bestow my opinion upon that at this moment, though.
We could just have a debate about that for a podcast one day.
Maybe.
Best guitarist, best drummer, best singer, best rapper.
Yes,
That'd be a good debate.
We're gonna need to prepare our arguments in advance.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's a podcast I just floating out there. We could do a debate podcast.
I don't even know how to figure out the best guitarist of all time.
I don't know either. But that's a future plan right there.
It's so hard to do that.
All right. My number 21, and once again, I'm about to piss off Cole. We have Mr. Brightside by The Killers.
I like that song, but damn.
I know it's a little high, but I really think this is earned. Listen.
Oh my God, it's over Echoes.
What?
It's over Achilles Last Stand.
Might not talk to you for a while.
Listen. Hear me out, okay? Cole thinks this song is overrated. I I really can't figure it out because he's the only person I've ever met who has that opinion. Even Noah likes this song. I think this song is probably the only song in its genre. This is what, like the pop punk rock genre?
Yeah, it's probably pop punk.
Pop punk genre that has ever been successfully done. Perfectly done. Everything about this is fantastic. From the singing to the mix to the drums to the guitar to the hook, the catchiness of it, the production, all of it to me is perfectly done. I have yet to hear a pop punk song, at least in this genre, that has even come close to this. For that alone and nailing it and being a 10 in my book, I have to give it its due. I have to give it its props, and I think that because nobody else has even come close to doing this in this genre yet, to me, it's earned its right. It's up here.
That's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
No, it's not, bro. It earned it. Just because you don't like it. Being the only pop punk song to, in my opinion, ever master the actual genre.
You understand this is not a pop punk song, right?
No, it just said it was.
In what universe is Mr. Brightside pop? What?
I don't know. It could
sound
be
like
pop,
pop.
rock, pop. I don't know, man.
Pop
What's
punk
Mr.
rock is kind of what I called it. But the genre, whatever genre you want to put this in,
It's a rock
it
song.
doesn't just sound like a rock song. Though. There's a lot of pop elements to it. There's definitely
It's a
little
pop
bit of
rock song.
There's
It's
some
not
punk to it.
There's no punk in this song.
I mean, I
What
definitely.
fucking part of that is punk? What are y'all on?
I think the lyrics are punk.
He's talking about getting cheated on. I don't understand what about that is punk.
Just what the lyrics he uses.
Okay, this is the dumbest fucking conversation I've ever had. Mr.
Listen.
Brightside is pop punk.
I think this song.
Why does being good at pop punk deserve to be the 21st greatest song of all time?
Else is literally nobody else is. I have never heard another pop punk song.
You ever heard "Fell in Love with a Girl" by the White Stripes? That's a pop punk
Yeah,
song.
it
It's way
doesn't
better
even
than that
come.
song.
It doesn't even come close.
It's way fucking better.
No,
than
it
Mr.
doesn't. It
Brightside.
comes nowhere close to Mr. Brightside.
I fucking hate the lyrics of Mr. Brightside.
I know
They're
you do
so
not like
shitty.
this song, but it is easily the best in its genre by a mile.
It's not.
It totally
And
is.
there's not even one great pop punk song. That's not a thing.
I completely disagree.
I'll die
I
later.
disagree.
There's not one. I don't care.
I
Fuck
think
every
Pink
fuck
Floyd's kinda like that.
every song by Green Day can go fuck its mother.
Okay,
Every song
well,
by Blink can fuck its
again,
mother.
We're not talking about that. I'm talking about
The
this.
Killers aren't even punk.
I would say the lyrics on this song are definitely punk lyrics for me.
That doesn't even make sense. There's no such thing as punk lyrics.
I mean, the lyrics written by punk bands. I mean, I don't know anything else by the Killers, so I'm not gonna sit here and say they're a punk band. But the lyrics to me sound very similar to things written by punk bands like Green Day, like Blink-182. Not
What, whiny bullshit? Yeah, I kind of agree with that, honestly.
no, they're not sung, but they're not sung like them though. That's the difference. They may say the same thing, but they're vocalized differently, which makes all the difference in the world. Not entirely.
Actually, changing the vocal side would make it not pop punk.
No, but you can have the same like.
It's
the
a pop
lyrics.
rock song. It's not punk at all. I don't
Or
hear that in
even
the
still,
slightest.
it's probably the best pop rock song I probably ever heard.
That's an insult to about 1 million Beatles songs.
Okay, if you're okay, sorry, not that's fair. If you're considering it only pop rock, if that's
It
the only
is.
thing you're calling it, which I think it's got punk elements to it, like the lyrics specifically.
I think if you call this punk, you are a gigantic pussy.
I don't know how that makes any sense at all.
Because
I
this
get
is
what
the
you're getting
tamest shit I've ever heard.
No, it's not.
Oh my god. This song is for 5-year-olds.
It is pretty milk toast.
It is
but
not milquetoast. It has all the elements of every rock song you could ask for. It's not milquetoast whatsoever. And
Well, I
it even
mean-
has increases in tempo, increases in vocalization. They don't stick to one type
Yeah,
of
they have
like style.
chords.
They have a
It's
solo. They have all. They don't just. It's not a basic song in any way. Completely disagree with that statement.
It's just Okay.
Excuse me.
Has a chorus and a lot of cymbal hits.
Oh, it's got vocalization changes. It's got tempo changes. It's got
Okay.
different styles throughout the
Yeah,
We
song.
can't
let's
sit
go
here
to
forever.
chorus.
But oh yeah, we got to move on. All right, Cole. 21.
21 is House of the Rising Sun by the Animals. One of the best, another one of the best cover songs of all time, with one of the greatest vocal performances, not only in rock music but just in music in general, by Eric Burden. I mean, everybody knows House of the Rising Sun. Just an amazing. I think honestly this song came out at a perfect time, because if it came out nowadays it wouldn't have the same kind of raw energy that this song had. Like that same not depressing, but like the same dark tone that it had at the time, and I think it's aged wonderfully.
I completely agree. I fucking love that song. Absolutely incredible. All right, Noah. We have entered the top 20.
All right, number 20. We got some Simon and Garfunkel. Now I think it is. Bridge Over Troubled Water. Yeah. Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Sorry, I was killing a fly. Yes, okay. Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Yes, maybe the greatest ballad of all time. Maybe. So glorious vocals from Mr. Art Garfunkel. Some very heartwarming lyrics. Instrumental backed by string, brass. It feels very grand as Art is going absolutely nutty. It's enough to make a grown man cry. Beautiful. Yeah. In my opinion, it is definitely their best song.
Okay. If you say so. I don't really care about Simon and Garfunkel at all. I guess Sound of Silence is kind of good. All right.
But Mr. Brightside, though.
Way better. Astronomically better in every aspect.
I got $5. 2 months from now, he wouldn't put Brightside in his top 50.
Why?
Yes. You're just really high on it right now because you got into it like a month ago.
Do you think this is recency bias?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, I can understand you saying that. I can also understand if
It's
I
a prediction.
change it. Okay, that's fair enough. I'm not gonna say you're gonna be wrong. I have gotten into it a lot recently in the last couple months. I'll give you that. But I've never been into Simon and Garfunkel once, so I can guarantee
It's a
that
shame.
won't change. Okay.
You only Sound of Silence?
I mean, I like it as a song, but I don't think it's. I give it like a 8, I guess.
Mesmerizing song.
All right, my number 20. Kicking off a line of bangers straight. I mean, they're all bangers, but all right, Mr. Kendrick Lamar. So this is a fucking fun song. There's really no way else to put it. This is fun as fuck. It is a great song. It is completely well put together by Kendrick. On his second best album, we have this absolute rap anthem where he goes into these verses that are just kick ass. We have an incredibly well set up hook where he kind of leads into each part of the hook perfectly through the verses. He transitions flawlessly, a great instrumental, and a super fun kick-ass intro as well. And man, God, he is having fun on this song. I know Cole thinks this song is a little overrated in his discography on the album, but I've always loved this song. And ever since I first heard it, I thought this song was one of the best he ever did. I don't care how popular it got or whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Care either.
I know you don't care, but I don't think it's overrated. I think it's properly rated. All right, Cole.
Well, the 20th greatest song of all time is 175.
Oh my god.
But at this is where Ryan loses me.
No,
right here.
no,
This is where it all goes down.
no.
I mean, I lost you at Brightside. I don't give a shit about the rest of your list after that atrocity.
You'll like my top 10.
But at number 20,
This better.
we have one of my top 5 favorite songs of all time.
Oh no.
We have Anchor by Death Grips off of the Money Store.
We were real close.
Absolute atrocity.
I'm a new area.
This guy wants to talk about atrocities. Bro, put Mr. Brightside on this list. Let him on at 21.
Because you hate it doesn't mean the world has to hate it.
I don't even know what that's supposed to have to do with what I said, but okay. Maybe my favorite lyrics of any song ever written.
God.
Unbelievably great lyrics. Unbelievably brilliant lyrics. In my opinion, the greatest chorus of all time on any song. An unbelievable energy throughout this song. An incredible vocal performance by Ride. The production is just mind-blowing by Flatlander. Obviously, the drums are great by Zach Hill as well. I mean, the way they produce it, the samples they pull, just the collage of all the things that go into the instrumental is absolutely brilliant. And one of the most fun songs of all time.
W.
I'm gonna say the same thing I said to Noah when he put Hacker down. I basically disagree with everything you just said. Although I don't think the song is bad, you two overrate the absolute living out of this song. I wouldn't have this song in my top 300.
Oh. Now you know how I feel about Mr. Brightside.
Well,
Actually, I wouldn't have Mr. Brightside in my top 3,000 songs.
Okay. Hacker probably wouldn't reach that either, so go fuck it.
I have 2,000 like songs and it's not one of them. So
I think Hacker might be my 2,000 like songs. Maybe. Alright, Noah. 19.
It's okay. I'm about to lose you guys too. No, this one. The next pick though. This pick's good. This is we got Waterloo Sunset.
What?
Yeah, this is a fucking awesome song. This is gorgeous.
It's insanely high.
beautiful song.
It's insanely deserving. It is one of the best songs of the 60s. It's an amazing pop song. Heartwarming lyrics. Great singing from my boy.
What a
one of the
melody.
Davies. Right?
And that bass riff.
That
Oh my god.
that little bouncy little lick.
Yeah, one of the catchiest bass riffs I've ever heard.
Oh god. Yeah, it's a 10? It's an 11 actually.
Oh, everything from here up is an 11 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep escalating it because it's a banger. Absolute heater.
Okay. Back to reality. All right.
Snap back to Riel.
Oh, here comes a new song called Cole. This is the song that you thought I was originally going with by Nirvana. Something in the Way. Off of Nevermind.
Actually, it was
B.
Cole that said that.
Oh, that's true. Yes, sorry, Cole. Yeah. Anyway, Something in a Way off of Nevermind by Nirvana. This to me is the best Nirvana song. I think this is Kurt Cobain at his all-time peak singing. I think this is an incredible show of how a guitarist and lead singer who is not known for doing this type of stuff whatsoever can make a completely different song vocally than he makes pretty much through the rest of his discography with Nirvana, and tone it down incredibly to a very slow, passionate song. Even if the lyrics are just weird as hell, that makes it even better because that's Nirvana. There you have weird lyrics, but he's making extremely weird lyrics in an almost lullaby tone in a way. It's so incredibly well done. The instrumental, not a whole lot is happening, but not a whole lot needs to happen until really the hook, where it does take off, and the instrumental is fantastic on that. The reason this song is where it is because of Kurt Cobain's vocal performance. Peak of his career, and one of the all-time best rock vocal performances ever. Also, if you haven't listened to the MTV version of it, go watch it. It's fantastic and the best version.
Vocals are ass.
Amazing.
Terrible.
Think
I
it's
hate
even
his
better.
voice on that album.
All right, cool.
Way better studio.
I mean, they're both fantastic.
Okay. At number 19, we have, well, the last pick made Ryan Matless, probably 7 to the roof. Although it is in the top 20, so no bad things to say about this song. It's just where it ended up landing. Anyway, it is "Lose Yourself" by Mr. Nem Nem. Hey man, there's a couple better hip hop songs. I don't know what to tell you.
You need to not talk for a while. Can we go next?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Sure. Yeah, you can talk about it when you come up.
Okay, Noah.
All right.
Number 18.
All right, now I get to lead you guys. All right, at number 18, we have the title track to the album, "In the Aeroplane Over the Sea."
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is one of the most.
This might not even break my top 500.
Well, you're a goober, so. Okay, anyway, this is one of the most gorgeous chord progressions in any acoustic ballad. And of course, Jeff Mangum is doing his amazing vocals, very powerful vocals. The lyrics create a very interesting image within your brain. I'll give him that, even if they are very weird. He's got some really cool instruments, like that little singing saw in the background. That's really cool, really unique. It's just an amazing song from an amazing album.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
It's good.
Maybe
Yeah, that's just hella overranked. That's all I'll say about that. All right.
Nah, it's one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard.
Unfortunately, his vocals do not want to grow on me at all.
I know, it's okay. I don't blame you. It's
So
all
anyway,
right.
we have my number 18 is Homies in Paris.
Holy shit.
I fucking love this song. In my opinion, this is the greatest duo rap song in the history of rap. I think the way the instrumental on this is, well, it's a Kanye song, so the instrumental is always going to be good. But the production level on this is fantastic. Both verses are amazing. Kanye delivers this verse that is so iconic and legendary that it's just like, damn, you know it from anywhere. The beat comes in, starts off fire, goes through the song fire, finishes fire. There is no low point onto this at all. There's not even a dip down. One of the best points about this is probably one of the points that I think one of the best points on the song is when Kanye delivers his little "Can we get married at the mall?" I love that extension of the vocals right there. I think it adds another element to the song that kind of wasn't there before, and it makes the song even more interesting than it already is. I think this song is collaborated fantastically between, at the time this song was made, two rappers. I mean, Jay-Z wasn't at his peak anymore, but Kanye at his peak and Jay-Z exiting his peak. So just a perfect time. Accidentally muted myself. Just a perfect time to release an album like this. So good. Best duo album with the best duo song.
Either of those things are true.
Absolute fact.
That's
I don't
definitely
know.
not a fact.
I've
Haven't
heard
thought
all the
about
duo. I've heard all the major duo hip hop albums, and this is still never lost to them.
Okay.
I wonder if a certain clan are better.
Well, that's not a duo. That's a group.
Group.
Okay. Well, I didn't say group. I said duo.
Whatever.
That's
Lick.
different.
My nuts.
This is.
I really don't like that part where he's going.
Can we get married at the mall?
Yeah, I don't like that part at all.
Look at
The
you,
bathroom.
crawl for your bar.
That shit's
No, you
annoying.
deserve to have it all.
I like the version of Trump and Biden.
I haven't heard.
This shit.
Yes, you have. You showed it to me. It was
Oh,
an AI version.
Oh yeah.
That
No,
shit's
is
so
pretty
good.
But no, this shit is just it's Kanye having a fuck ton of fun. It's Jay-Z having a fuck ton of fun on Kanye's beat, and the production is so fucking fire that these two are just delivering two incredible verses, and the chorus is them blending, like pop pop pop, going back and forth on it. It's fantastic.
It's It's a decent song. It's
Damn
really good.
straight. And it's better and decent. It's fantastic. It's fucking perfect. All right, Cole. 18.
A lot of things I don't like about it. Anyway, at number 18, we have. Shouldn't song, I know, Ryan. Shouldn't song because it was very recently. I don't know if I would said it. We have Achilles Lost Stand.
Woo!
I like that
Ooh.
one. Off
There
of
it
Presence.
Jeez
New
Louise.
Year. I thought you were gonna have this higher.
Nope.
Yeah, clearly.
I know a guy who does.
Mm.
I know a guy.
You know a guy?
Yeah, I know a guy.
Mm.
Yeah, the best Led Zeppelin song that goes over 10 minutes long. Well, there's not that many of them, but still, it's still the best one. The best Jordan performance of all time, in my opinion. Some of the better lyrics that Robert Plant has ever written. Some of Jimmy Page's best guitar work that he's ever played. And it's songs like this one, and I previously mentioned No Quarter and the Rain song, that are just like songs that, to me, prove that they could just do whatever the hell they wanted to do whenever they were feeling like doing any sort of genre. I'm not even 100% sure what genre to call this, because it feels like it's too long for a hard rock song, but it's not exactly proggy enough to be a prog song. I don't know exactly where this falls, but it blows my mind every time I hear it, and I have never gotten sick of it.
Right.
All right. Noah.
Alright, at number 17, we have the second best rap song of all time.
Watch
in
your
the
mouth.
magnum opus
Watch
of
your-
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh.
We got Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst.
Okay.
Wow.
Autism has peaked. We have reached it.
Wow,
That's the
this is
dumbest thing you've said yet.
this is probably the greatest rap instrumental of all time.
Okay. We're just
This
doubling
is
down on the autism. now.
Absolutely nuclear. The lyrics on this song are fucking crazy. They are.
Doubling down.
They're so fucking good. It's a 2-song epic, really. It's 2 different songs. The beats, both beats, are awesome. It has a great message. It's just Kendrick's best song.
No. Okay. Wrong. First off,
Right.
just wrong on that last statement entirely.
Number 2.
No. Also wrong. But
Yeah.
we're not gonna regard that. I already
Yeah,
discussed that.
none of you have said Mad City yet. I'm waiting on that.
The biggest issue with what you said has nothing to do with even your placing or whatever. You can place it this high. I don't really care. The biggest problem you have was you said this is his magnum opus.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that is a fucking massive, disgusting statement.
I get it.
I don't know
No,
if anybody's
I
made
know,
a
I
more
get it.
meaningful rap song than this one.
I don't care. This is not even close to his best rap song. I love
It's
this song.
definitely
I think
close.
it's great. It's not even close.
What do you mean not even close?
I wouldn't put it top 5 Kendrick.
What?
That's stupid.
I really would.
I know you wouldn't, and you're stupid.
I disagree.
See how that works?
All right, shut the fuck up, bitch. Damn. God
Oh,
damn.
that's awesome.
My number 25 is the best.
Not at 25. We're at
Or
17.
17. I don't know why I was thinking 25. My number 17 is the best Who song off their best album. We have "Love Reign Over Me" by Who off Quadrophenia.
Bit high.
This song to me is the Who's best vocal performance. This is their best everything performance. This is their best instrumental. It's their best vocal. It is incredible lyrics. It is incredibly well produced, and probably I can't say this one thing I would love to say about it because I'm saving that for another song down the road. It is the second best rock vocal performance I have ever heard in my life. The what? Oh my god! Hold on.
I said what?
Roger.
What?
What the fuck is Roger?
Daltrey.
Daltrey. Thank you. What Roger Daltrey does on this song is so incredible. The vocal range he shows is so astounding, and how passionate he gets on this is incredible. Everything, if you know the song, I mean, if you've heard the song at all, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All you guys obviously know that. I don't really need to say much
Screaming.
more. It is amazing. It is an epic, and it is incredible.
That's
All right,
interesting.
Cole.
Oh. At number 17, a song that I might guess will be a little bit later on Noah's list. We have "Dogs" by Pink Floyd off of Animals. the 17-minute epic and
Stunning
best
that
song
this is
on
only
Animals.
it's only here for you. Stunning.
16 better songs. I mean, this song, pretty much everything you could ever want in a Pink Floyd song. It's got some of their best lyrics they ever wrote. It's got one of the best instrumentals in their discography, some of David Gilmour's best guitar work. You know, he's got like 3 different solos in the song, and they're all absolutely amazing. The different, movements that the song goes through, each one fits perfectly with the rest of the song. Yeah, it's an amazing song.
Absolutely.
Dope.
I agree with your pick. I agree, actually, pretty handily agree with where you put it. All right, Noah.
We made it. We made it to the final Nick Drake song. At number 16, we have motherfucking Riverman by Nick Drake. Wow.
I'm not even gonna pretend I know this song.
Yeah, well, this was one of those hauntingly beautiful songs I've ever heard. Amazing lyrics, amazing, very stripped back instrumental, soothing vocals by Mr. Drake. I love you, buddy.
What's the song title again?
River Man.
Got it.
Fucking glorious old tune right here. Continue.
Okay.
I love saying that.
My number 16 is a little ditty by the Beatles called Helter Skelter.
Shut the fuck
An
up.
absolute banger by the Beatles.
Okay.
I believe this is their second best song. I think this is the
Top 5.
no, this is probably number 2. I think this is one of the best hard rock songs to ever have been made. I think it's the best Beatles hard rock song, clearly. This is a fantastically well done song, way ahead of its time. Far before this type of song was even close to being mainstream or commercialized, they put out this in an era where this was considered a evil, dangerous song to listen to. They really just said fuck it, I don't care, and put it out anyway, and it is fantastic. It has lived far beyond its decades that it's been out.
Okay.
And the vocal performance by Paul McCartney on this is incredible. Incredible. His best performance
No.
ever.
That's true.
It's maybe top 20 Beatles.
Okay. His best vocal performance, and in my opinion, their best hard rock song. Go next. Cole.
Alright, at number 16, I don't actually know how to pronounce this song title. I gotta look at the whole song title real
Aphex
quick.
Twin incoming.
No, it's not Aphex Swim.
Aw.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sad now.
Oh, where the hell is it? I could have just typed it, but there it is. Bismillahi
Okay.
Rahmani Rahim by Harold Budd from the album The Pavilion of Dreams.
What the fuck?
I've seen you listen to this song so much recently.
It is
You've been
so
playing this shit
fucking
nonstop.
beautiful. It is an 18-minute ambient jazz masterpiece with Brian Eno on production and Harold Budd, who's another ambient music composer, as his Spotify says, I think. Doing most of the writing, and then an amazing saxophone player just throwing down some of the most beautiful saxophone solos that I've ever heard, with just mind-boggling production and ambient aesthetics by Mr. Harold Budd and Brian Eno backing it up. This song could be an hour long and I would have no complaints about it. It's just absolutely gorgeous from start to finish.
Yeah. I'd never heard this song in my life, so I have no idea.
All right.
All right, Noah, number 15. Top 15.
Yeah,
Best
number
songs
15.
ever.
We got Nem Nem.
Okay.
We got
I
Lose
thought you-
Yourself.
Did you put it in your top 20?
Yeah, we did put on our top 20. Yeah, good. It's a good song. I'm not gonna say anything about it.
stuff.
I'm gonna let you say everything about it.
Fair enough. All right. This will be an interesting one because again, Cole and I are gonna probably disagree. We have American
You're
Pie at number 15
You know
by Don
what's interesting
McLean.
about it? Nothing.
Fuck
Nothing is
you.
interesting about
This
it.
song is one of the most beautiful songs to have ever been written. Lyrically, it is one of the greatest stories ever told. It is one of the best lyrical songs of all time. It is one of the most beautifully done vocal songs. It is an entirely true song, and every single thing about it, every single thing about it is a real person who factually was talking about a real thing that affected him in his real life.
Hey, no, did you know it's based on something that happened?
Hey, yeah,
I'm
it's
not
true.
done. I have a reason for saying this. All of that
It's
stuff,
true.
for the purpose of it, is you can hear in his vocal performance how much it actually affected him, and the change in how, basically, he believes the change in how music changed after this the deaths of these people. And my goodness, it's so beautiful. It's so well written. It's incredibly well produced for the time, and I can't think of a single reason why. I still don't get why you guys downgrade this song. I really, really don't.
Why do you mean I downgrade?
I mean, when I say things like this is one of the best vocal performances, you're like, whatever, who cares? It's boring.
The best vocal performance.
I said one
The vocals
of
are
them.
good. I don't consider them to be amazing. They're good. There's nothing about this song I dislike.
Well, I said this is one of the best songs of all time lyrically, I believe, to you, and you like scoffed at it.
Because there's so many songs that I think are way more interesting lyrically.
Well-written story. A true story.
It has nice lyrics. They're good. There's about probably at least 50 songs that I think are lyrically way more interesting.
No. This would be top 5 lyrically. Maybe top 10.
I don't really get that, but okay.
I love this song. But alright. We'll move on. No, Cole, you're 15.
My number 15. I think Ryan will like this one a little bit more. Might bring it back a little bit on this one. We have NY State of Mind by Nas.
That's a good pick. That's a great pick. Hell yeah. Full support. Banger pick.
Pretty much, I mean, an instrumental that's damn near as good as Shook One's Part 2, with what I would consider to be slightly better lyrics than Shook One's Part 2, which is pretty much why it's a little bit above it.
Agreed.
One of the best songs of the 90s. One of the best hip hop songs, and one of the best hip hop albums of all time.
True, all facts.
I mean, Nas is at his absolute peak on this song.
The fact that this was his first ever single is also incredible.
I mean, it's the first real song on his first album, and I don't know if there's another artist who has a better debut song than NY State of Mind. I think you'd be pretty hard pressed to find one.
Absolutely fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I completely agree with everything you said. The only thing I would do is honestly just take it a step further. All right, Noah, 14.
All right, it's finally my turn to drop this song. We got Achilles' Last Stand.
Wow. So we all had Achilles within 10 of each other.
Yep.
In fact, I think we had it within 80 of each other.
Banging tune. Best drums in a song of all time. You guys said everything else about it. I have nothing else to say.
Cool bass line, too. Good job.
Oh yeah, it's constantly just chugging along.
Okay. My number 14 is what I consider to be a controversial statement for sure, but what I consider to be it's not. What I consider to be the best.
Death Grips.
Huh?
Death Grips.
What I still to this day consider to be the best Pink Floyd song we have, and it goes back and forth.
You had changed it like a month ago.
Did I?
And then he says what I've always considered, even though I change it a lot.
Did I change it a month ago?
Yes, you
What did
literally to me and Noah said, you know what? I think Echo's their best song. You said it to me, and then you said it to me and Noah.
You know what? I might have written these backwards. That's certainly possible. I could have put
Fucking
Echoes and
goon.
Money in the wrong place because I did stop looking at this list for a bit when I made it. You know what? I think I might have done that because now that you were saying that, I do recall that. So I'm gonna switch these. Real quick. Echoes. Money. So I'll talk about Money because I already talked about Echoes and these guys will talk about it more. Yeah, Money. Where it is, of course. I'll say Money is a fantastically well-written Pink Floyd song. I know these two won't have it in their top 100, so I will say it. I think the lyrics on this are great. I think the beat on the instrument, they hate when I say beat for rock songs for some reason. I don't know why. The instrumentals on this song are fantastic. It is incredibly catchy. It is incredibly fun to listen to. It's got a really cool background noise. The singing, the vocal performance by Gilmore, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gilmore is really, really good, especially on a lot of songs. I don't love his performance, like I don't love the Pink Floyd performances in general vocally, though he really stands out on this song, I think, more than any. God, I love this song. But my bad on the misplacement. So I think you're right. I think I did have this above it. All right, Cole, you're 14.
My number 14 is going to be Once in a Lifetime by Talking Heads off of Remain in Light.
Wow, that is way higher than I did. Holy cow.
Really?
Where did I have it? Not that much higher, 35.
I mean, this is one of the most perfectly, flawlessly written, you want to call it pop songs of all time. It's really more of a new wave song, but it's just one of the most perfectly written, watertight, while being unbelievably creative, incredibly catchy, perfectly produced songs ever made. I mean, it's unbelievably fun. It's ridiculously catchy. The lyrics are amazing. The vocal performance by David Byrne is incredible. It's just everything, every part of Talking Heads being executed flawlessly in one perfectly written little package.
Yeah. Yeah.
You pretty much said everything I said about it. It is fantastic. All right, Noah, 13.
All right, 13. We have a Pink Floyd song better than Money. We got Time.
It's true.
Oh man.
Fake news.
Oh yes. The first minute of this song is so cool. This is
It is.
atmospherical
No, it's
pattering
way
of
too
drums
long.
and that little clock.
Stupid ass fucking.
And then one of the guitar solo. Oh god, you know that Doctor Strange clip where he's flying through?
Yes.
yeah, that's how
Big
you
fan
feel.
of that meme.
Yes, I am, because that is a ethereal solo right there that transcends life itself. And then when amazing vocal performance by David Gilmour and Mr. Richard Wright. And then how it goes back to reprise Breathe.
Reprise. Yeah.
That is so cool. It brings it all back home. Bring it on home. Led Zeppelin.
Yes. Some people will not understand that, but thank you for saying Led Zeppelin to really clear the air. All right. My number 13 is the start of one of the greatest artist careers of all time. We have My Name Is by Eminem. Potentially the catchiest beat I have ever heard in my life. Potentially the catchiest song I've ever heard in my life, but easily probably the catchiest beat I've ever heard, ever. This song, lyrically, the flow, the instrumental, the beat, the production value, all of it wrapped into it is just genius levels of effort here. And for this to be his lead single he ever put out, oh my god, so well fucking done by Dre and M. So not a whole lot to say. Everyone knows this song, and there you go. Incredibly catchy. Cole.
Oh, my 13.
Yeah.
My 13. Oh no, there's at least two more of those. I was going to say it's the number one title track, but there's a couple more of those to go.
Still not down with them.
We have Helplessness Blues off of the title of the same name by Fleet Foxes, which I would consider to probably be the greatest folk song ever written right here. With some of the best lyrics ever written in the history of music and one of the better vocal performance. I mean, it's a Robert Beckman vocal performance, so it's going to be amazing.
An orchard.
Yeah, one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard with some of the best singing, obviously. Yeah, so one of the most relatable songs I've ever heard. Yeah, just absolutely beautiful folk ballad.
Yeah, true.
All right, Noah.
Wow.
You're number 12.
Wow, Cole. Half your list is title tracks and album closers.
Don't forget with the openers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, number 12. I'm about to lose you guys again. We got the Dan. The Dan.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
We
This
got
is your
Deacon
fifth
Blues,
Steely
baby.
Dan song in your top 100.
Oh yeah, and this is one of the best songs I've ever heard by far. It's Deacon Blues. Holy shit. This is one of the best jazz rock songs I've ever heard, let alone songs I've ever heard. The instrumental is phenomenal. It is produced and mixed wonderfully. Donald Fagen sounds amazing. The lyrics are perfect. Everything about the song is glorious. It has an amazing hook. There is nothing to be changed about the song. It is easily by far one of the best songs I've ever heard, and I will never get sick of it.
Okay.
Someone might
it's
as well.
amazing.
All right, my number 12. So you know how I was just saying the previous song was one of the catchiest songs I'd ever heard in my life? That's because this song is the catchiest song I've ever heard in my life, called Without Me by Eminem.
Dude.
The only song catchier than My Name Is that I've ever
Your
heard.
name is better.
No.
God, zip it up when you're done, buddy.
Oh, I will. Let you tell. I'm never gonna be done though. That's the problem, Noah. Because this song is the catchiest song I've ever heard by the best rapper I've ever heard on one of the best albums I've ever heard. Just to get you down there, Noah. Anyway, I fucking love everything about this. The instrumental, the chorus, the verses, the lyrics, the flow, the production. It is flawless from start to finish on all of that. It is flawless. It has incredible beats made by Dre. It has incredible flow by Eminem. The lyrics are masterful, working in terms of hitting every single rhyme scheme perfectly. And my God, does that chorus hit different? Ah, so fantastically well done. Instant, like, perfect song. Not even a second thought. Cole.
I mean, it's good, but like, he has several better songs. My number 12 is going to be "What a Wonderful World" by Louis Armstrong. I mean, yeah, you mentioned pretty much everything about this song. I mean, some of the most endearing and heartwarming lyrics you'll ever hear on any song ever. A great vocal performance by Louis Armstrong, and just the whole song has just such an incredibly beautiful vibe to it. It just makes you feel happy. It's maybe the happiest song that's ever been written. It's just wonderfully happy.
Okay. I mean, I have this one in my top 100 too, and I had it at 33. So yeah, completely agree. It's fantastic. All right, Noah, number 11.
All right, I have this one a wee bit higher than Cole. Just a wee bit. We got Epitaph by King Crimson.
Wow.
Just a
Wow.
wee bit.
Yeah.
Where the
I don't
hell did
remember
Cole even
when-
have this?
Like maybe the 50s, 60s?
63.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those epic songs of all time. One of the greatest vocal performances of all time, too, by Mr. Greg Lake. The instrumental is slapping with that mellotron. Absolutely wailing. Probably the best, like, pure prog song of all time. even though it's not really that proggy.
Yeah.
Banging heater.
One of the most dramatic prog songs of all time.
Indeed.
Are you done?
Yeah.
All right. My number 11, Cole. We were so close. New York State of Mind by Nas. You said so much truthfulness to this song, so I don't really need to add on, except I'll just say, for a guy who, just like the My Name Is song, off your first album, your first single, to be this fucking good, to last this long and be considered one of the top, I mean, it's one of the top 5 rap songs of all time, for sure. To be this good and considered this, like, you know, well-made, producing, lyrically, beats, all of it, the flow, especially the flow. I feel like the flow, the flow on this song is just tremendous. How the flow switches throughout the song are really good too. Yeah, for this to be as good as it is just illegal. So amazing. All right, cool. 11, and then we're into our top 10, boys.
Yo.
At number 11, I have Stone in Focus by
There it
Aphex
is.
Twin off of Select A&B Works Volume 2. It's an incredibly straightforward song. It's pretty much just this unbelievably eerie melody that's just replayed over and over for about 10 minutes. But it moves so incredibly slow and dramatically, and somehow still makes it incredibly interesting to listen to as well. It's one of the most introspective songs I've ever heard, and at the same time sounding as huge as it does, it is absolutely beautiful, and I can listen to it for fucking hours on end.
Yeah, we've seen you do it.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. All right, we have finally reached our top 10 of the top 100 best songs ever that we have heard. Noah, start us out.
All right. Cole, I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, damn.
We got A Day in the Life.
Wow.
I mean, it's not a terrible rating.
Wow, this is one of the most ambitious tunes of its time. The John Lennon parts are absolutely gorgeous with some very dark lyrics. The Paul McCartney parts are nice, upbeat, a little goofy, but I like it. The little fucking orchestral autism is pretty cool.
Orchestral autism.
It's a banging banger. Continue.
All right. I don't know how this is gonna go over, but I think Cole should be at least happy it's here. Number 10, Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven. A absolute masterpiece of rock epic. This will be in Cole, so we will let Cole do the majority description on this, but my goodness, if you asked a rock band to make an epic, a song that just drolls you in, lulls you in, builds and builds and builds to the final, just 2 minutes of just pure sex, pure fuck, pure oh yeah. There's no one who's done it better. I mean, from start to finish, from instrumental to vocals to production, a epic has never been written that's better than this, rock-wise. I mean, probably, honestly, I'll say an epic has never been written, period, better than this. Cole.
Debatable.
My number 10, staying in the same genre as the last one, we have DLP 1.1 by William Basinski off the Disintegration Loops.
9/11.
Bro.
Yeah, reminds me of that tragedy.
Right.
Yeah, similarly to Stone in Focus, it is literally just one melody being repeated over and over again. This time, instead of being 10 minutes, it is repeated over and over for an hour. And at no point in time am I ever sick of it, because it is such an incredibly beautiful melody. And as you listen to it, just quite literally fall apart, because it's a tape loop just running on a whatever machine tape loops run on. And it is literally just breaking and falling apart as it spins over and over and over again, and it gives it such an interesting dynamic to it. It gives it so much personality, where otherwise it would just be, you know, a melody for an hour. But I feel like it adds so much texture to it and makes it even more listenable than it already was. Makes it even more epic sounding and amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little too much for me on the side of I guess it's post rock or noise. What?
It's ambient.
Ambient. Yeah. Well, that's probably why I just can't really dig it as much as you can. All right, Noah, number 9.
All right, we got a Beach Boys tune.
Oh Lord.
Okay, Cole, you want to guess it for me?
I'm gonna guess you're gonna go with a certain title track.
Right?
A little Surf's Up right here.
Oh, yes, we are. We got Surf's Up. Oh my god. This is one of the most creative tunes ever created. Has the greatest music, has the greatest harmonies of all time too. A musical orgasm to end the song. It's just like Brian Wilson is a genius. This song was written originally in 1967 as well, and wasn't released until 72. If this came out when it was actually written, this would maybe be the fucking most ahead of its time song ever. It is an absolute triumph in music.
A triumph.
Yeah.
Bold.
Well, I definitely think it's a very, very good song, though. I agree. However, wow, that is really high. That is
Deserved.
ridiculously high. All right, number 9. Another Zeppelin song. The best Zeppelin song. We have Kashmir.
What?
Oh my goodness. How to describe this song in one word? Guitar riff. That's 2 words, isn't it? Yeah, that's 2 words.
Yes.
Fuck me. I was gonna say riff, and I thought I should have just said riff. Why didn't I just say riff? Anyway, this is the greatest guitar riff of all time. Hands down, done. Right there. Fact.
Yeah.
Second, an incredibly well done drum. An incredibly well done solo. And one of the catchiest vocal performances by Robert Plant I've ever heard, with an incredibly well done what's bass guitar? John Paul Jones bass guitar. I think he was fantastic on this. All the riffs, the drums, I mean, everything I like about rock is in this song. And you know, I know Cole doesn't agree with me about this opinion, but I will say that I know some people say that the song, besides the incredible riff and the great vocals, is a little basic on its side. But here's the thing, I think even if it's a little bit basic in some aspects, one, I don't think so, because it does change tempo and it changes its tones and throughout the song at various times. But even if it's a little basic, if you are still like so fucking good at what you're doing, then I think even that can be still brought up this high. And it does. Absolutely does. And for me, this is better, just slightly inches, 1A, 1B, than an epic. In like Stairway. I mean, not even inches, millimeters really. But yeah, it does beat it, just because I think when you have a song this good, it does beat out an epic.
Well, then why'd you call Stairway the best epic?
It is the best epic. I said this is not an epic. I said this is
Yes,
better
it is.
than an epic. To me.
I don't think you know what an epic means. I mean, it's...
Cashmere
Why is this not an epic? Why?
Because I don't feel like Cashmere has a slow build-up process that leads to an ultimate like satisfaction.
That's not what an epic is.
Well, then I've been
Pretty much just
misled about
anything
what-
over 8 minutes.
There's a lot of songs that don't do anything different for 8 minutes. I was told an
Doesn't
epic
make them
was
not
sort of
epic.
a composed. It's like a movie. You know, you have the build up to a ending that's like usually a minute, 2 minutes, sometimes 3 minutes long. That's an absolute epic of an ending. That's why it's called an epic. That's what I have been told an epic
There's
was.
no universe in which I would not consider Kashmir to be an epic.
But I don't think it really has the same thing like Stairway does in that aspect.
Okay, I don't care.
Well,
Alright.
I don't know.
It
Alright.
sounds epic to me.
Cook, pal.
They're both fantastic. All right, Cold 9.
At number 9, I have Voodoo Child's Slight Return by the Jimi Hendrix Experience off of Electric Ladyland. This and one other song that will be named momentarily have, I think, the best guitar work of all time on them. The best like guitar playing that any song has ever seen, with some awesome lyrics from Mr. Hendrix. And the rest of the band is absolutely killing it too, especially the drumming is amazing. I think the drummer's name is Mitch Mitchell.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Mitch Mitchell on drums absolutely killing it. Great bass playing. But I mean, the guitar work on this song, not just the, 2 or 3 solos throughout the song or the insane solo at the end that makes it like all the guitar work, the intro guitar work, and probably the best guitar intro of all time.
Right?
That fucking, I don't know what exactly he's doing on it, but
He wah pedaling.
that wah pedal is wine all over the fucking place
Right.
on that intro, and it sounds amazing. Yeah, I can never say enough good things for the guitar playing on the song.
All right, Noah, number 8.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get round in the season. We have motherfucking Long Season by Fishman's.
Fucking god.
Oh my god. This song, holy guacamole. This is... I was trying really hard to get this in the top 5, but I just couldn't. There's so much that happens in this song that is almost hard to explain. Like, it has the most amazing tones, most interesting, like, progressions. It has everything you'd want in a song. It is like an actual perfect song. Yes, continue.
Yeah, that's great.
It leaves me flabbergasted.
Bamboozled.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to argue
Go ahead.
about it, but I don't have a whole lot of energy left to do that, to be honest. I'm just gonna say you're wrong. And move on.
Suck it.
Eat my ass.
Cold
I mean, pretty much everything he said was right. There's just like one section of that song that I'm not crazy about, but
The whole song.
everything else he said. Okay, last I checked, you liked that song, but whatever.
Yeah, I do like it, but this is retardedly high.
Isn't bad, but I understand why, if you're that into it, you can put it this high.
Wait, did you not have it on your list, Cole?
No, he would not have it as top 10. Are you on crack?
No, 100.
You're on crack.
Aww.
I'm sorry. You know the rules for my list. There's only 10 out of 10 songs on my list.
Such a...
Fuck no, are you on crack?
It's okay.
9.5?
Well, first, it's definitely a 9.5.
Okay.
Alright.
There's just the water section I'm not
The dripping.
crazy about. Yeah, the like part that sounds like dropping balls in water. I'm not a big fan of that part of it, but everything else is fantastic.
I understand.
All right, moving on. My number 8, we have, Cole's already brought this up, but we have House of the Rising Sun. Blanket statement right away. Best vocal performance in the history of music. Just throwing that out there. Second of all, one of the best lyrical performances in the history of music.
Okay.
Or lyrics in the history of music. Can't have lyric performance, obviously. But if you are the best vocal performance, in my opinion, in the history of music, you are going to be in my top 10. That is just a fact. If you also happen to have an incredible backup instrumental that just rises in power throughout the whole song, and you're telling this, I have no way of knowing if this story that he's telling is actually true or happened or something he just heard, but even if it isn't, it's just so absolutely incredible how he sings on this and how the instrumental backs it up so much. I fucking couldn't dick ride it harder. That's all I gotta say. Number 8, Cole.
My number 8 is gonna be let's see, the second to last title track that I have here. It is gonna be Maggot Brain by Funkadelic.
Oh yeah, that's where it should be.
I would consider this to definitely be the greatest guitar solo of all time, and it's pretty much just a 10-minute guitar solo with one of the best guitar tones that I've ever heard, and some of the most emotional guitar playing that I've ever heard. Every note just screams out into, you know, and echoing out into oblivion, and it is one of the only instrumentals that I could ever say could like make someone cry, because it is just absolutely gut-wrenchingly beautiful and like maybe melancholic at the same, or maybe just sad at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's just absolutely amazing what they did. I mean, production-wise, and getting the guitar tone, and then the guitar performance, which is just staggeringly great. I mean, it's absolutely incredible.
W.
You know, from the amount of times this list I have been blasted for my Maggot Brain listing. You know what? Do you even have Maggot Brain on your list?
Yes.
Okay. Jeez. Both are very high then.
Yeah.
For the amount of times I've been blasted, I mean, there's bullying to make you actually like just feel bad, and then there's like I am seriously reconsidering my placement on it, because I didn't think just being a guitar solo was good enough to put you higher than, I think I put 70 something.
I'm good at guitar.
Hey, I'm not bullying you to make you feel bad.
I know,
I'm bullying
but
you to make you realize you're wrong, dude.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It's like I didn't think putting it higher than wherever mid 70s I put it because of a guitar solo, even if it is probably the best guitar solo I've ever heard with a great tone. I didn't think that was enough to put it higher than where I did. But you guys are having this top 10. I mean, goddamn. You clearly feel like a guitar solo is enough.
It's one of the most emotionally potent songs I've ever heard in my life.
Right?
I mean,
It is devastating.
If I realized that you guys would think that just a guitar solo is enough to put this high, I would have had it higher. I think
Why
it's
would
one
I
of my
care what the song
favorite
is?
songs of all time. I'm just not. I didn't think it deserved to be that high based off of just a solo.
Why
Because that's
would I
all it
care
is.
what-
It's literally just a solo.
Why would I care what the song is comprised of? Just
It's just
how
about
good
Because I
is
think
it?
like a lot of the other songs have other things that they do really, really well as well, and they don't just have one thing about the whole song that's really, really good. They have other components to it as well that are top tier. You see what I'm saying?
Cool.
Like if
But which
I
one is
had
better?
to replace it, if I had to replace this, just thinking about it, and Noah, you can go ahead. I'll think about this in my head.
Okay. We're about to get a little mellow-trony.
Okay.
At number 7, we got Strawberry Fields Forever, the best Beatles song.
Wow.
This song
Old.
is eerie.
That is a
Almost-
terrible placement.
It's almost creepy. The lyrics are really interesting.
It is a little.
This
is a
I can.
creepy.
really
It's
high.
a little mysterious.
Yeah, it has this very weird aura to it that I find very intriguing, and I just find the instrumental absolutely beautiful and phenomenal. And I like all the little things they did with it, like modulating Mr. Lennon's vocals was really interesting. I thought that was really cool. It took me a long time to notice that, but yeah, man, it's the best Beatles song right here, man.
Okay.
Hey, it is
Probably
just
two
a
right
hair. It is just a
Funny,
hair
bro.
better than A Day in the Life.
Okay.
I would say probably third.
Hmm.
All right. Completely disagree. All right. We have entered the top 3 Eminem. Number 3.
There were 3 more Eminem songs.
yeah.
Oh my god.
There's 3 Eminem songs in the top 10.
You guys have known this for a while. He's my favorite artist.
Yeah, but
By,
it's
I
best.
mean, yeah, I know. And like,
Okay.
I also think he's
no
the best
one
artist.
no one has made 3 of the 10.
I
songs.
disagree.
You're
Till I
wrong.
collapse at number
Oh
3.
my god. The
Now,
2 Eminem songs below it are better.
Now, if this was my favorite, this would be number 2. But I have this at number 3. So this to me is probably the best. And you guys are gonna cringe about this, but it's true. It's the best motivational song I've ever heard. Lyrically, it's fantastic. It has one of the coolest instrumentals Eminem has ever used in a song. Just a very rad rock, or not rock, kind of rock rap, but mainly just this really great guitar that it's kind of centered around with these big booming drums in the back of it. And man, does he hit every single punctuated drum hit perfectly on the flow. Just so, I mean, it's perfect flow on this song. And then Nate Dogg with that hook. Oh, Nate Dogg, rest in peace, because that motherfucker could sing a hook or two. And he was so great. So glad Eminem got to use him when he could before he died. And oh my god, I fucking love this song. I just so love this song, and it is so well made. Yeah, it's fantastic. All right, cool. 7.
That's such a dumb thing.
Fuck you.
At number 7, I have half of a title track here. Because I have the best hip hop song of all time, Mad City, coming in at number 7 by Kendrick Lamar off Good Kid, Mad City.
So there was just 2 bad things just said right there.
Okay.
Where are you from, brother?
Homie. Yeah, I don't think
Acquaintance.
I don't really think
Friend.
lyricism in hip hop has ever gotten better than this, or has ever been better than this song. And combine that with the 2 just absolutely mind-blowing instrumentals that he raps us over, and the fact that he throws in the beat switch about halfway through the song, and it's hard to even decide which side of the song that I think is better. I mean, it's Kendrick being at his absolute peak storytelling, and instrumentally with, you know, the amount of energy that he brings and the personality change that he has on the song, where he's rapping as his younger self. It's mind-blowing in every way.
I agree with 95% of what you said.
Okay.
All right.
Number 6, Noah.
All right, number 6, we got Magabrain.
Wow.
Good pick.
Yeah. Mr. Eddie Hazel really put his soul into this one. I call Voodoo Child the second best song with wah pedal. This is number 1. This guy was a rippin' on this fucking song. Yeah, this is enough to make a fella cry. He is just bending the fuck out of those guitar strings. And even like the instrumental in the background is very good, even though it's subtle. Everything about this song is immaculate. Yeah, best solo ever.
Okay.
Continue.
All right. My number, we're on 6, right? Yes. My number 6 is what we can basically say is going to be Noah's number 1. It's Sleep by by Godspeed You Black Emperor, off the album Lift Your Skinny Fist Like Antennas to Heaven. If we were just strictly talking about musical works, this would be the greatest musical work I've ever heard in my life. This would be number 1. But we're talking about songs, and songs are a little different.
It is a song.
Not by dictionary definition, it isn't.
Okay, well then don't even bother putting it on your list then.
Oh. No,
Why is it on a list?
No,
It's not a song.
No. Okay.
Why is it here?
Okay, I'm being a bit facetious, Cole. Calm the fuck down. I think this song is an absolute masterpiece of instrumental work. There is probably no song that has ever done a better overall instrumental that I've ever heard throughout the entire 23 minutes, I think? 24? Whatever it is.
23.
And so it's 23 minutes long. It's a masterpiece of instrumentals. There is very little about this song that I would change whatsoever. There's some down parts. There's a couple like down parts mean that the song is not really, there's not a whole lot going on in the song, but that's mainly towards the beginning. And once you get past that, it kind of keeps up this consistent increase of tempo and instrumental throughout the whole thing. And these guys can say more about it when they're done, when it comes up to them, because I for sure know it's gonna be in their both their top 5. And Noah's one of the top. I can't remember what it is for him. But goddamn, only thing I would change is adding a lyrics into this. That's probably.
What do you mean? There's lyrics.
Oh my fucking god.
We used to sleep on the beach just overnight.
Shut up.
Yeah,
The only thing I would change is adding singing to this at some point, but
I don't know when you would sing.
I don't either. I have no idea, but I would like to hear some singing on it.
Playground of the world.
Why?
I love this. It is a great song. It is incredible. I think it's very well done. I 100% deserves to be top 10 for sure.
I don't understand your logic by this at all.
Cool. Number 6.
My number 6 is finally the last title track I have. And
Oh,
the last
no.
album opener I have.
I was so close to doing this the same as you.
We have Station to Station by
you.
David Bowie off the album The Same. Fuck, what did I do?
You couldn't have just put it one spot higher, couldn't you?
I had it one spot higher yesterday and then I changed.
You're a cunt.
Yeah, the Station to Station title track. I mean, pretty much said everything I needed to say about it in the Station to Station review. It's this just amazing collage of art rock and a little bit of hard rock in there and some jam rock going on, especially in the second half. I mean, the first half you get this weird, almost psychedelic, trance-like, I don't even know what they call the first half of the song. It's just art rock thing, and then
A groove.
yeah, and then it does one of the best transitions into the best jam section of any song that's ever been written, which is Bowie throwing out a shit ton of instruments and writing some of the best instrumental melody. Yeah,
Okay.
writing some of the best instrumental melodies that's ever been put on music before.
Yeah.
And some of his strangest but most interesting lyrics of all time, and one of his best vocal performances.
Wow. All right, Noah. Top 5 we enter. The 5 best songs we have ever heard.
We were so close to having two. Yeah, Station. Well, he makes my job a lot easier.
I'm about to say anything else you need to add.
Yeah. It probably was the side effects of the cocaine. That's all I
Cocaine is
have
a
to
great
say.
drug.
Ain't it? It is a great drug for the intellectual mind.
Especially if you don't care about remembering anything you thought about.
Hey, man. It was worth it.
Apparently.
All right. Here's where it gets fun for me. I mean, it's already been fun in the top 10, but this is where it gets really fun because this was super hard. I have never thought of the best of these. I've always thought of my favorites of these, so picking the best out of these was really difficult. So, number 5 for me is what I believe to be Kanye West's best song. We have Power at number 5. I believe this is his best song he ever put out. I believe this is his best rapping he's ever done. I believe this is his best lyrics he's ever done. I believe his best production, best instrumental. I think pretty much everything about this song is the best he's ever done. Maybe even the sampling might be the best, although you could probably argue there's a couple other samplers he's done in his career where it might have been sampled a little bit better. But my God, from start to finish, this song is just fucking fun. There is no low part of this ever. Even the sample at the end of the hook where it starts going, no stream. Oh, I fucking dig that so much. I really think that is like, some people think when he samples, he goes overboard on the sampling and tries to put too much in places where it doesn't make sense. But it makes perfect sense on this song. And he just nails it. Complete and total perfection, start to finish. Cool.
All right, at number 5, I have Echoes by the Floyd Boys off of the album Metal. The second to last closing song that I have on here. Golly, that is a hell of a song. I mean, you have some of the best vocal melodies and lyrics of all time on this song, and then combine that with one of the greatest instrumentals of all time, and you have a pretty damn good recipe for one of the top 5 greatest songs of all time. I mean, there's like, what is there, probably like 5 total vocal lines in the entire song, and they are each some of the most interesting lyrics that I've ever heard in my life.
Right.
And then match that with an amazing David Gilmour guitar solo, and then this just jam section that leads into these weird ass, the obviously meme about the whale noises part of this song
Hell yeah.
gets so psychedelic and so abstract and so bizarre, but because Pink Floyd is Pink Floyd, they just make every part of it work. And then coming out of that, you get one of the greatest riffs in the history of Pink Floyd's discography that leads into more of the best lyrics in their discography, and then closes out with this incredibly beautiful build to end the song. Yeah, it's an experience.
Yeah.
Also
Good
love the
job.
pings.
Oh yeah, the little ding.
Those eerie fucking dings.
All right, Noah, number 4. No.
All right, let's keep it up with the Pink Floyd because we got Dogs, voice crack. Man, when is this shit gonna stop?
I don't
Don't
know.
snort.
When do you get
Yeah.
20, bro?
Yeah, I'm almost 19 and I'm still crack-a-lacking.
I was doing
But,
it until I was like 20.
Haha. Dogs. What is there to say about this ditty? Lyrical masterpiece by Mr. Waters. Instrumental masterpiece by the entire band. Some of the coolest guitar playing in the entire Pink Floyd discography. Probably the best guitar playing out of any Pink Floyd album as well on Animals. It is just ripping.
Isn't it?
And it also has one of the greatest. It's not a build up. Like, you know the ending part of the song?
Yeah, the outro.
Yeah.
Roger's little outro.
Yeah, that is one of the greatest endings to a song ever. It is the perfect way to end such a glorious epic such as this. Thank you.
I like how he said
That
it.
was Noah's TED Talk.
It was my
Oh,
TED
my
Talk.
All right, my number 4 is what I believe to be the second greatest Kendrick Lamar song. We have King Kunta, possibly the, or no, it's not possibly the catchiest Kendrick Lamar song he ever wrote, with one of the greatest hooks he ever put into a song. The instrumental on this, the beat on this is just fantastic. I mean, there is no denying that whatsoever. It is so fun to listen to. Something specifically I wanted to talk about this song was Kendrick Lamar's lyrics on this, where he is kind of going through a whole bunch of different things at the start to all the way to, it's almost, in a way, it's almost kind of like a slight diss track, but it's a diss track almost to the rap game as a whole, and kind of not introduce himself, because obviously he was known really very, very popular by then, but this was him putting himself on top of it. His first time, he's like, I'm better than everybody else right now making music, and I'm gonna show you guys why I'm better. And the lyrics that he goes here, the flow that he chooses, and how well he executes it on this song are just almost unheard of levels of execution because of how smooth this song is. It is just incredibly, almost jazz levels of smooth that it hits. In fact, I think there are some jazz elements to the song in a lot of ways. Not saxophone or horns, but there are some jazz elements to the song, and I think Kendrick Lamar definitely takes some jazz to it, and definitely many parts. But it is, I don't think I've ever heard a smoother hip hop song done properly like this in my life. And god damn, it is hard not to bop when you listen to this. When this comes on, if you're just listening to music while doing something else, if it comes on, you'll find yourself like doing a little jig in your seat. Yeah. And you don't even realize it.
Start twerking.
You will just you'll just start doing a little jig. You won't even know you're doing it. Your body just naturally starts kind of dancing along to it because it's just so well made. It's just so well written.
Your booty will be bouncing.
Yeah, you will start shaking that ass. You'll throw it back real hard by accident. You won't even notice. I dare you. Next time you notice this song's coming on your playlist, not even coming on, but next time you recognize you're listening to it, see if you were dancing before that. See if you caught yourself dancing. I guarantee you did. Cole, number 4.
All right, my number 4 is my pick for the most beautiful song I have ever heard in my life. What I consider the most beautiful song ever made. And that is going to be number 3, aka Rhubarb by Aphex Twin.
I know number 3.
I do love number 3. If this were a personal list, it could be fighting for my favorite song of all time. It would put up a hell of a fight. I don't know if it would win, but it would put up a hell of a fight for it. I think this song is basically just one melody, kind of layered. Well, it kind of has 2 melodies. Anyway, the opening melody of this song is the best melody that I've ever heard in my life. It's incredibly simple and straightforward, but the way it's produced, the way it's played, the pacing of it is just mesmerizing. Is far too little of a word to describe how great it really is. It's hypnotic, and I have generally put on versions of this song on YouTube that are like 2-3 hours long. And at no point in time do I ever get sick of it. I mean, it's my most played song ever on Last FM or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just absolutely, it's the most, I will die on the hill that it's the most beautiful song ever written.
Okay.
All right, Noah, top 3.
All right. I'm going to lose Cole here. I don't know if I'm going to lose you, Ryan. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Number 3, I have Starless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that song, but come on.
Oh, dude. You
did overrate it. I think Cole underrated it, but you did overrate it.
Oh, this is the greatest guitar tone ever recorded on a song. Oh my god. And the note choices are so ethereal. The lyrics are gloomy, yet at the same time create a crazy mental image. The build-up is fantastic into this like pre-jazz breakdown until they finally bring it all back together at the end of this epic ending. It is glorious. It is peak prog. Like true 100% prog. Banging.
Slapping,
it is.
Humdinger?
I beat my wife to this song.
Oh god. Is it a humdinger?
It is a humdinger.
Oh my.
And anything besides that is malarkey.
A solid song.
I know. You'd give it like an 8. I'm guessing 8.5.
I don't know. I haven't thought about it in a while.
Okay. Number 3. My number 3. This one.
There's still 2 M songs left.
There are. This one has gone back and forth in my quote unquote best Eminem songs of all time list in the top 5, but I think I've properly placed it now. We have Stand at number 3. Cole calls this Eminem's best song.
That's not what I said.
No? I thought you did.
Nope.
I could have sworn you said that at one point.
Nah,
you think this is
that it was his best song?
I think maybe it was not best song. Maybe it was the best hook or singer he had on a song.
It's definitely the best singer he's ever had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Stan. Everyone knows Stan. I mean, it invented an entire new term for insane fans. I mentioned Stand as a song when I talked about Bad Guy from before. This is obviously the main song that's from. This is an incredibly well written song. From the lyrics which are talking about this deranged fan who is so obsessed with Eminem to the point of basically killing himself and his girlfriend, who was pregnant at the time, just to get his attention. And he was so mad that he had not answered him, and in a total of 3 months that he had written over 6 or 7 letters to him in a total of 3 months, and he didn't get a response back, that he was so mad that he decided to basically just kill himself. And that's simply as I can put it. That's what he did. No other way to put it. He was insane. And Eminem was writing this. Originally, Eminem wrote this song because he heard of a fan who did something extremely similar to this. Not even an Eminem fan, but somebody who did something extremely similar to them. And he knew a bunch of his fans were like this level of crazy that one of them might consider doing that. And he had a bunch of fans who were very hostile to him. A lot, like wanted his attention permanently when he first came out. And so this song was sort of an homage and a homage and a warning, basically saying to artists, like, you guys don't know how crazy some of your fans are. They are like insane. Like, they will do some insane stuff if you don't like let your fan base know that you're not some fucking robot who can just respond to every single person or do whatever they want. So, and it sort of became a meme at first, but then it just became a word to describe deranged fans. And it's so well written, it's so well produced. The background sounds with the rain falling, I mean, just gives this vibe of pure like sadness from this guy who's just writing these letters to him and just wants his attention. And you get this so depressed, so like unsober, like completely wasted, depressed fan who just can't get enough of Eminem. And the vibe that he sets on this and creates on this song is unmistakably the best vibe he's ever made, and is constantly ranks as one of the top 2 Eminem songs by fans, non-fans, even one of the best. I mean, it constantly ranks as one of the best rap songs of all time. Most critics think it's a top 2 rap song of all time. I'll give it its credits where it's due. It's fantastic. It's not one of my. It's a top 5 favorite of mine. It's not a personal. I think I recognize how great the song is. Like, it is fucking amazing. Don't get me wrong. I just enjoy some of his songs a tiny bit more.
We all did indeed have it rated as his second greatest song.
Yeah. Okay, Cole, you're third.
My number 3 is the greatest and most ambitious pop song ever written. We have A Day in the Life by the Beatles.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I can feel like you're off then, but I won't.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you could.
I can.
Yes, I can.
I know it.
Yeah.
It's literally just
I don't know if you know the order.
It's the coin flip between the order, but I know the order.
I know the order. Yes, I do.
I don't know Noah's number. I don't know Noah's top 2. I know one of them, but I don't know the other.
Any hoodles. A Day in the Life by the Beatles. Probably had written the best vocal melodies of all time on this song, especially with John Lennon's verses. I think probably the best lyrics that the Beatles ever wrote are on this song. And then you throw all of the extra art rock stuff that they threw in there with the horns, the orchestral movements of the song, the transitions. And I mean, it's such an incredibly simple song. Such an overrated album.
Okay, bro.
Such an otherwise mediocre album somehow. I don't understand it. I'll never understand how they write all of these whatever songs and then come out with one of the greatest songs of all time right at the end. But that's just what happened here. Yeah. And for as being as artistic as the song is, it is still absurdly catchy.
Yep.
Every melody is absolutely beautiful. Paul McCartney's part of the song is great. The lyrics are unbelievably interesting. Yeah.
100% agree. All right, Noah. Top 2 songs we have ever heard.
Okay.
How much? Oh, I know what his 2 is.
At number 2,
I don't know what his 2 is.
we have Echoes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
This song gives me a bone. This makes my groin go boing.
Boing, boing.
Okay.
Boing on the groin.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the most beautiful harmonizations between two male singers of all time. The lyrics are so dreamlike. The instrumental is ethereal. It feels like I'm on another planet. The guitar solo is screaming. It's young David doing David Gilmour things. And then it turns into an absolute groove fest. Nick Mason goes wild on the drums. The whale noises happen. And the whale noises are glorious because they lead into one of the greatest build-ups in music history, followed by even more glorious vocals.
King shit.
Yeah, it is some king shit. Banging tune.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My number 2, and what I consider to be the second greatest rap song of all time, Mad
I
City.
think it's the top 5. Top 5 songs of all time are all hip hop.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's my favorite genre. It's the best genre of
Madness.
music.
That's
Mad City.
fantastic.
This is Cole already mentioned. This is by Kendrick Lamar, of course, and it's off of the album Mad City. Good Commits, I should say. This is just hip hop writing at its finest, storytelling at its finest. This is Kendrick at his finest. And he's the second greatest hip hop artist I've ever heard. Well, probably the best hip hop artist and second greatest rapper I've ever heard. This is an incredible storytelling ability, like Cole said, through his younger self all the way up to kind of now where he was then, and how he got to sort of giving you a idea, sort of inner version scope of him, of how he got the life he had growing up, and how that life kind of made him and molded him and shaped him to the type of person he became, and kind of almost serves as a warning to people in a way, not to be that if you're growing up around this type of world, if you're growing, you can do things differently than he did, and you can still be and have a successful career. You can still be and have a successful person. So it's kind of and then of course the change in instrumental into an amazing part 2 to the song, which Kendrick is very good at, very adept at making multiple parts in his song. Yeah, everything else Cole said, 100% agree with. Fact. And yeah, it's the second best hip hop song I've ever heard. The second best rap song I've ever heard. Just throw it out like that. Best hip hop song I've ever heard.
Okay.
They are different.
I'm sure they are.
All right, Cole, you're number 2, which I'm.
What do y'all? How are y'all?
This, I believe it's Sleep.
2?
I believe it's Sleep.
Yeah, it is Sleep.
Well, you're both
Right.
Wow, you changed it?
You changed it to Stairway.
You changed it.
I changed it to Stairway.
But when
to Heaven,
you
number
started
2.
this list, we talked about what
we did.
it would be, and you said, and I quote,
I didn't really.
you said, and I quote, "It's Stairway is probably at 1."
Probably means
Oh yeah.
not sure.
We're about to jerk each other off so hard.
I'm just gonna pre-write them.
Oh yeah.
Losers.
I
You
mean,
guys can talk about it at the same time, but continue, Cole. Stairway.
it's Stairway to Heaven. It's wow. It's so good. It's so fucking good. I mean, it may be the most well-paced song I've ever heard, especially considering the fact that it's 8 minutes long. But
I want to know why you changed it.
well, you'll find out in a minute why I changed
All
it.
right, fair enough.
Yeah, probably the most well-paced song I've ever heard. Each section is trimmed down to the absolute, all killer, no filler of each section. Nothing overstays its welcome, even though I think that they could have done it for even longer and it still would have been just as good. I mean, yeah, one of my favorite guitar solos of all time by Jimmy Page towards the end. And the end of the song is one of my favorite moments in music history. I think the beginning is absolutely beautiful. It's incredibly calming and peaceful and relaxing. Absolutely love it. And then, you get some of the best lyrics on the song are, I would say, in the middle section. Just really interesting lyrics. I mean, yeah, it's Stairway to Heaven. Who the hell doesn't know Stairway to Heaven?
Nobody. Everyone doesn't.
Yeah.
Although I will say, well, I'll say that for next round. All right. Well, you guys both pick Sleep, so go ahead, boys. Do it together. Our number one song you both have heard.
I mean, the thing that puts it over the top for me is that there is no other song that I've ever heard that has that many colossal peaks of fucking music on it. Because each build, you could say like, oh, the first build is like the greatest moment in the history of music, and I mean, that's kind of fair. You could say it for like any of the 3 different builds. Just the fucking peaks of this song are absurd. I mean, it sounds like you're fucking climbing a mountain in like just in the middle of space while launching through space going 1,000,000 miles per hour. It's absurd. The song is absurd.
It is a song that gives me goosebumps at multiple different points because it is just so chilling. God, that guitar just screaming at some points is really the definition of doing a lot while actually doing like very little.
Yeah, if you really think about what they're doing, it's not particularly complicated. There's not really, I don't know if there's ever more than 5 instruments being played.
Yeah, it's just excellent note selection and composition,
Oh,
which is
God.
why it's the greatest song of all time.
The note selection.
Lord, have
I don't know. I don't
mercy.
know how those notes had not been played like that before on those builds, but they just found some perfect combination and then did it 3 different times and made 3 of the greatest moments in the history of music on the same fucking song.
Cracked the code.
I mean, it is a song and an album that will honestly change your fucking life, I think.
Oh yeah, Coney Island out of 10.
Wow. Big words there. Gonna have to say, of course, I disagree, but that's fine. I do agree with everything you guys said, except for the part where it's like life changing. I didn't, I don't feel that way about it, but that's fine that you guys do. It's cool.
It is a harrowing piece of music.
Yeah, no, it's fucking wild. There's no doubt about
Daunting.
it. I will say though, it takes a lot to get used to that, and it's not like your first listen to, you'll be, what the fuck is happening, and you won't understand it. You have to listen to this multiple times to really fully appreciate it. I didn't really like it that much either, and I think, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and down it for people not liking on their first listen. I will just say that to me, being able to hear a song right off the bat and recognize how fucking amazing it is does give me a point or 2 bonus, which is probably why I've never put it in my top 5 or anything, because I just love the idea. Like, when you hear a song and you instantly know that shit's amazing, that to me is like a big point. Like, that's like, yeah, it's not everything, but to me it's like a big, like, it's a point there. It's a good thing to have.
I couldn't care less. I feel like once you grow, like some of my favorite songs of all time, I didn't even know what to think of them the first time I heard them, like positive or negative. I was just like, that was strange. That was unlike anything I've ever heard before.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what to make of that, but sometimes those grow on me more than any other things that I've heard that I might have liked sooner.
I don't know. I give a point to getting to me right off the bat.
I couldn't care less.
All right, my number one song. I mean, you guys know what it is. Most people, if they've watched this channel, does. Yeah, it's "Lose Yourself." Hasn't changed in the over 16, I think now 16 years I've been listening to Eminem and heard this song. Is stayed consistently number one throughout all those years. Overall, I think this is just the greatest song I've ever heard. I think it's the greatest rap song, greatest hip hop song. I think it does every single thing that I've ever wanted out of a song. It has a incredibly well written story. It has an incredibly well written lyrics. Perfect flow. Perfect instrumental. Great beat selection. Great production. Eminem rapping about things he personally had to deal with and giving a sort of also a motivational story behind it as well, but not making it too like only about being like motivational like Till I Collapses, whereas this kind of leans more into the storytelling aspect and talking about how like his how he came to where he got to be and just giving this amazing story, and the verses are all so spectacular. The hook is obviously extremely well known, and I really think it's one of his better hooks he's ever done. Probably his best hook he's ever sang himself. It encapsulates. That's the word. It encapsulates every single thing I have ever wanted in music to perfection. I cannot think of a single thing I want more out of this song than it gives. And my God, that classic guitar riff at the beginning gets me every fucking time. If I could only remember when the beat drops after 16 years of listening to this, I still can't get that timing right, and I don't know why. It's so fucking embarrassing. But anyway, all right.
Can I say something about Lose Yourself real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's way more motivational than Till I Collapse. Till
I Collapse is a song entirely built upon being motivational, whereas Lose Yourself is not.
I think that's exactly what Lose Yourself is.
No, I don't. I think it's got. I think it's a blend. I think it's that plus it's also a storytelling song about things that he had to overcome in his past, where
which would be motivational.
Sure, but he's also telling more of a story in that aspect in a lot of those ways, and I don't think Till I Collapse is ever telling a story. I think it's just built as a purely motivational song.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, they both are. They both are. I would just say Till I Collapse is more built trying to be a motivational song, whereas Lose Yourself, yes, it is, but it's also telling a story, whereas Till I Collapse is not. If you see what I'm saying.
Lose Yourself is more motivational song than Till I Collapse. By a lot.
It may be a more motivational song, but
vastly more powerful lyrics. Like infinitely more powerful lyricism.
That's why it's higher. Duh.
Yeah, but the whole point of the lyrics until like ups, according to you, are supposed to be motivational. So if Lose Yourself has more powerful lyrics, it would make it more.
That's why it's above it. Yeah. I'm saying the whole song for Till I Collapse is built to be motivational, where I don't believe the whole song of Still Lose Yourself is built to be motivational. I think like 75% of it is.
Well, that 75% is more motivational than the 100%.
Which is why it's over this. I don't know what the problem is.
Because you said Till I Collapse is the most motivational song of all time.
Yes, the most motivational song, meaning the whole song is built on pure motivation.
That is not the same sentence the statement at all.
That is exactly the same statement. I don't
know. That just means it is a motivational song. That doesn't mean it's the most motivational song.
This song is trying
to be
a motivational song. This song, yes, that is exactly what this song is.
I mean, he's more trying to motivate himself.
Yeah, and you can also take it for yourself as well. This song is much more based upon everyone else, based upon his own life descriptions. But it's not the entire song. He is giving a rundown of his own life and how he got to be. Whereas, a story of how his life came to be. Like, what are you not understanding about this?
I mean, it's a motivational story, though.
Yes, but the whole song is not like Till I Collapse, which is the whole song is built off one thing. It's not telling a story. It's not doing anything else. It's just trying to motivate you. or himself.
Fine, but
whatever.
it doesn't make it the most motivational song just because it's
But
trying
I've
to
never heard a
motivate you more
song
than
try to
lose
do
yourself.
more motivational things until it collapses.
Okay, but just because you tried doesn't mean you were successful. I mean, it is successful. It's a fairly motivational
It's
song,
extremely
but
motivational.
I think Lose Yourself is vastly more successful in that area.
I would agree. Lose Yourself is more motivational at the end, but I don't think it's trying to be. I think this is
I
trying
don't
to
care
be.
if it's trying to be. It is.
I do, and that's why when I said this is the most motivational song, I'm saying this song is trying to provide more motivation than any song I have ever heard.
That is a different statement
That
than
is
it's the most
exactly what I
motivational
said.
song of all.
That is
That's
exactly
not
what I
what you
said.
said. You said it's the most motivational song of all time. Yes.
I said that, but that's not what you're saying. That this song provides better motivation. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't say it didn't provide better motivation. I said this song is trying to provide better motivation than any song.
Okay. You
or
can
more
change
motivation.
what you said now, but that's
No,
not
it's
what you
literally
said.
what I said.
It's not even close to what you said.
100% what I said.
Okay. Sure it is.
Noah, what do you think?
About?
What we just talked about?
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh my god.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I was on TikTok. I said that just to piss you off, Ryan. I wasn't on TikTok.
Okay, I don't care
But,
if you were. I just wanted to say I have found the song I'm going to replace Maggot Brain with.
Which is?
Just for the record, I'm going to be putting it right here between FML and Smells Like Teen Spirit. So that would be Maggot Brain.
That is more respectable. It's okay.
And
You have to do a lot of editing to this. You have to change our list too.
But
don't worry about it. I'll fix it. But anyway.
hey, let me run this outro.
Oh, all right, go for it.
All right, boys. Thank you for coming along with us on this journey that took hours to complete.
Really
This
did.
thing is like
Like,
a week to record this.
Yeah,
whole
this took a week, and then you got to put together how long it took for us to actually form the lists.
Yeah.
So it'd be much appreciated if you guys could like and subscribe, please, please. But besides that,
but I agree. This took a while. We had to come up not only just recording this, but coming up with a list.
It's a COVID Skrillex reading. I just
Marketing.
Yeah.
Skrillex reading.
It took a while to make this the list. It took a while to make, we had to perfect our list. We had to make changes. Took a while to do that. Took a while to record. We had to do this in 4 different parts. Each episode that you guys saw is obviously over an hour and 40 minutes long, with this one being the longest at over 2 hours long.
Wow.
Yeah, they were long. But we do it because we enjoy it and it's fun, and we would do this probably whether or not we were recording this anyway. But again, if you guys would like to see more of this type of content, if you have more ideas for us on what to do, it doesn't have to be music related. It can be movies, TV shows. We'll even venture into video games if you would like.
Yeah.
Cole might not want to do as much, but we'll figure it out. Any type of podcast idea doesn't have to be limited to entertainment. It can be other things fucking on the internet. Whatever you guys think, any ideas you have, let us know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. All 4 parts if you made it through. Go check out all the other 3 parts. They'll be
the best list.
Shut the fuck up.
And why is it me?
Oh, that's what you said. Sorry. Yes. Who are the best lists? Leave them in the comments down below. Who do you think had the best? Shut up. Who do you think had the best top 5 and top 10? And check out our other videos, and we'll see you in the next podcast.
Balls.
All right.